The Indiana Fever is currently the reigning champions of the WNBA Commissioner Cup, and unfortunately, star Caitlin Clark did not participate in that game, and they still won. Put the beats all over the links, man. That has been a topic of discussion. Now, I'm here to tell you, they have another big-time game coming up, and that is this upcoming Thursday, playing none other than the Las Vegas Aces. And I'm telling you right now, judging by the way it's looking, Caitlin Clark has already officially been ruled out for tomorrow's match.
The Indiana Fever, reigning WNBA Commissioner's Cup champions, delivered a jaw-dropping performance in their title-clinching game, defeating their opponents with a display of grit and teamwork. Remarkably, they achieved this victory without their superstar Caitlin Clark, who was sidelined by injury. The win showcased the Fever's depth, but also highlighted the void left by Clark, whose absence continues to reverberate through the basketball world. Now, the Fever face a blockbuster matchup this Thursday against the defending champions, the Las Vegas Aces, led by A'ja Wilson. But a bombshell has dropped, shaking the WNBA to its core. Caitlin Clark's injury is far more severe than initially reported, and her status for the upcoming game, and potentially beyond, has fans, analysts, and the league itself on edge. Head coach Stephanie White delivered the gut-wrenching news. Clark has been officially ruled out for Thursday's clash with the Aces due to a lingering groin injury. What was initially described as a minor strain has evolved into a serious concern, with White's comments fueling speculation that Clark could be sidelined for weeks, possibly until the All-Star break in mid-July. "Our priority is Caitlin's long-term health and wellness," White said in a press conference. "We don't want this to be a lingering issue. We want her 100% before she steps back on the court." While White's cautious approach is understandable, it leaves fans and the league grappling with uncertainty. The lack of a clear timeline for Clark's return has sparked widespread concern, with some fearing this injury could derail not only her rookie season, but also the WNBA's newfound momentum. This isn't Clark's first brush with injury. Earlier this season, she missed 5 games over 3 weeks due to a quad injury, a setback that tested the Fever's resilience and Clark's patience. Just when it seemed she was regaining her rhythm, this groin injury struck, forcing her to miss 4 consecutive games so far. The pattern is alarming. A young star
has already been ruled out for Thursday night's game against the Las Vegas Aces. Stephanie White offering up some comments that has fans concerned this injury may be more severe than we were led to believe, have fans speculating that she's going to be held out all the way up until All-Star.
A young star, pushing her body to the limit in a physically demanding league, now faces the prospect of extended time on the sidelines. Clark's absence has exposed vulnerabilities in both the Fever's lineup and the WNBA's broader appeal, raising questions about how the league can sustain its recent surge in popularity without its biggest draw. The numbers tell a stark story. Since Clark's injury, viewership for nationally televised WNBA games has plummeted by a staggering 55%. Fever games, which averaged 81 million viewers with Clark on the court, have cratered to just 847,000 without her. This isn't a minor dip, it's a free fall that underscores Clark's unparalleled impact. The Caitlin Clark effect is no exaggeration, it's a measurable phenomenon. Her presence drives ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and media attention to unprecedented heights. When she plays, arenas, often NBA-sized venues, are packed to the rafters, with fans camping out for days just to catch a glimpse of her warm-ups. Ticket prices for Fever games have soared, with some seats fetching $670 or more, a testament to Clark's ability to draw crowds willing to pay premium prices for a chance to witness greatness. But when Clark is absent, the magic fades. The Commissioner's Cup Final, which should have been a marquee event showcasing the WNBA's rising stars, felt hollow without her. Arenas that buzz with energy during Clark's games echo with emptiness in her absence.
All-Star.
Once again, Caitlin Clark is hurt, and I'm really getting sick of it. I'm sick. I already offered her, what was hurt last time? Her hamstring? I think it was her hamstring. I offered her my hamstring. Of course she can have my growing. Of course she can have my wife's growing, my dog's growing, my kid's growing. I'm sick of it. I'm watching the Commissioner's Cup because I truly love the WNBA, not just for Caitlin Clark. I love the Lynx. Love them. They're probably actually one of my favorite teams. But I am so sick of not seeing CeCe's ass on this court. So I don't know what we got to do. I saw she got her leg covers. I saw she got that. I don't know what they need to do or what she needs to do less of for her to be healthy. but I need to see her on that court. And I need to see her playing well, okay?
The WNBA has spent decades building a sustainable fan base, but Clark's arrival single-handedly elevated the league to new heights. Her rookie season has shattered viewership records, boosted player salaries, and secured perks like chartered flights for teams. Yet, without her, the league risks sliding back into obscurity, a niche sport struggling to capture mainstream attention. Compounding the issue is the troubling pattern of physical punishment Clark has endured this season. She's absorbed an astonishing 17% of all flagrant fouls committed in the WNBA, with 80% of those infractions coming from a single team, the Chicago Sky. Incidents like Kennedy Carter's blindside hit and Marina Mabry's body check after Clark was poked in the eye have sparked outrage among fans and analysts.
Caitlin Clark ruled out for Thursday with a groin injury. How they were playing this entire time between day-to-day and game-time decision and questionable, I was skeptical. I had to go straight to the source, and sure enough, the Indiana Fever, more than 24 hours advance, let fans know, hey, Caitlin's not going to be there. Instead of having you drive 5 hours only to realize 2 hours away, she's out. After flying 10 hours, only to realize 5 hours in the air, she's out. After coming all the way from Australia, over 8,000 miles, to watch Caitlin Clark only to land and hear, she's out.
These actions, often met with minimal consequences like fines or technical fouls, suggest a lack of accountability that has allowed Clark to become a target. Dick Vitale called it pure jealousy, pointing to Clark's outsized impact on the league's visibility and revenue. Even LeBron James weighed in, urging players to show Clark respect.
You see Caitlin down there. Is there anything new about her status or day-to-day? Is she going to be able to play tomorrow?
No, she's going to be out tomorrow.
Is there any updated timeline in your head of when she could return this weekend, sooner after that?
I don't have anything in my head other than what I'm told. You know, my goal has always been the same. Like, I don't want this to be something that lingers, that we come back too soon. We want to make sure that she is 100% ready to go and that we put her long-term health and wellness.
Players to show Clark respect, saying she's the face of the league, carrying immense pressure. She's human, she'll have off days, but she always shows up and competes. The All-Star voting results further expose tensions within the league. Despite receiving over 2 million fan votes, the most in WNBA history, Clark was ranked just 9th among guards by her peers, despite leading the league in assists and three-point attempts. This snub, coupled with the physical targeting, has fueled speculation that some players resent Clark's meteoric rise. Her impact transcends statistics. She's brought mainstream attention to women's basketball, filling arenas and boosting investment in the sport. Yet, instead of celebrating her contributions, some peers seem determined to undermine her, a dynamic that threatens the league's unity and growth. Clark's recent on-court struggles reflect the toll of her injuries. Since returning from her quad injury on June 14th, her performance has dipped significantly. In her last 3 games, she shot a dismal 1 for 23 from three-point range with a field goal percentage of just 27%. Her turnovers have surged to nearly 5 per game, and in a season-low 6-point performance against Seattle, her turnovers outnumbered her points for the first time in her career. These aren't just signs of a slump. They suggest a player whose physical well-being has been compromised by relentless physical play and inadequate recovery time. Reports of migraines and possible illness have added to concerns, with Clark herself admitting in a post-game interview, "The shots feel good coming out of my hands, but they're just not going in." The upcoming All-Star Game on July 19th in Indianapolis, Clark's home city, looms large. As a captain with record-breaking fan votes, her presence is central to the event's appeal. Without her, the WNBA risks squandering its biggest promotional opportunity, turning a highly anticipated showcase into a forgettable exhibition. The league's failure to protect Clark, both from injuries and excessive physicality, raises critical questions. Why hasn't the WNBA done more to shield its most valuable asset? Why does the league seem hesitant to acknowledge that Clark's star power sets her apart? Promoting parity is admirable, but ignoring Clark's unique value ignores the reality that she's the engine driving the WNBA's recent success. The contrast between Clark's impact and that of other players is stark. While Angel Reese has carved out her own narrative, her games draw crowds that pale in comparison to Clark's sold-out arenas. Clark's return to Iowa filled a 15,000-seat venue, while Reese's games struggle to fill high school gyms. This isn't a knock on Reese's talent. It's a reality check for a league that depends on Clark's draw to sustain its momentum. Fans don't just want basketball, they want Caitlin Clark. Her ability to create unforgettable moments, whether it's a logo 3 or a sideline autograph session, transcends the sport itself. The WNBA must confront its Caitlin Clark problem. She's exposed the league's reliance on a single player to drive viewership, attendance, and cultural relevance. Her absence highlights the gap between her star power and the rest of the league's appeal. The solution isn't to diminish Clark, but to protect and elevate her. Stricter enforcement of flagrant fouls, a clearer recovery plan, and a cultural shift among players to embrace her contributions are essential. Clark has given the WNBA everything: record-breaking performances, sold-out crowds, and a platform for growth. In return, the league must ensure she's healthy and supported. Every game Clark misses is a missed opportunity to build on her momentum. Empty arenas serve as a stark reminder that the WNBA's success rests on fragile ground. If her injury lingers or worsens, the league could slide back into the shadows, losing the spotlight she's brought. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's the WNBA's golden ticket, and the league is dangerously close to losing it. Her health and the league's response will determine whether the WNBA can sustain its newfound relevance or watch it crumble. The Caitlin Clark effect is the game, and right now, the game is in jeopardy.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and end this Caitlin Clark debate, man, because it is Caitlin the Great One, and you make sure you recognize her as such, man. Listen here, her viewership, ticket sales, merchandise sales, no matter what she played, it's going out the roof. TV ratings going out the roof. I mean, she is making people think twice about women athletes. You know what I'm saying? She is an advocate for women athletes. I mean, it's making people wanting to invest more, man. The Caitlin Clark effect is real. Did you not see it in Iowa? You know, record-breaking ticket sales, record-breaking jersey sales, breaking records on the floor. I mean, what else do you want from this woman, man? This woman has given y'all her everything.